Welcome to the Random Ask Podcast with your hosts, Dr. Paul Banks and Jim Mooney. And remember, always stay random-esque.
Okay, hey everybody, welcome to the Random Ask Podcast, where we say, always stay random-esque. Hey Paul, I'm not going to say it.
We're not in the wild.
I don't think we're in the wild anymore.
We're not in the wild anymore.
I think we're here in the reserve or whatever you want to call
We're
it.
in beautiful Westfield, New Jersey.
We're in downtown Westfield, New Jersey. Metropolis, 11 million people. It's unbelievable how big this town is.
This town isn't big enough for the two of us.
It's really not. It actually has about 3 lights, too. Anyway, great to see everybody here tonight. Thank you for being here. We got a lot of folks from the B&I group here tonight. The Summit of Success group, yes. Summit of Success. So welcome to the Summit of Success group. And their leader over there, Rob Riccobono. I say it with an Italian flair. We were talking about that earlier. You know, Paul, I was thinking about it. I actually think that we should do a whole show where we play characters of the Waltons, because I think I could actually do that. What do you think?
Good night, John Boy.
Good night, Marianne. So, like, you know, you got Ike Gotzi and his wife. Like, why, Mr. Gotzi, I'm appalled by your vitality.
I don't know. I remember for...
And then he would go, oh my God, I love you. He kind of talked a little bit like Kermit the Frog. And then you had the Baldwin sisters. You remember them?
I do.
And it'd be like, Miss Mammy, Miss Mammy. It'd be like, oh, Papa's ghost just came down. And guess what he did, sister? Oh, no, what did he do, sister? He turned all the toilet paper under, not over, in the house, in our abode. But I think we could do a whole show like that sometime. Anyway, just random stuff that I think about. So anyway, thank you all for being here again this evening. And maybe we'll have a Walton special at Thanksgiving or something. Anyhow, we're your hosts, Jim and Paul, and we're in the wild kind of life here. Okay, anyway, this is our monthly home taping where we tape here at the end. It's normally the last Thursday of the month, but this month, since I will be in Lost Wages next week, otherwise known as Las Vegas.
You'll be sitting there at 117 degrees.
Oh yeah, it's going to be like crazy hot out there. So anyway, you know, we're here at 16 Prospect in Westfield, so thank you. We want to thank Tim and Chris for making this happen for us. And we'd like to thank them. And, you know, like Bridget and I were talking today in the shop about, they have incredible beverages, really incredible drinks that they mix. I mean,
Bridget, what were you drinking?
What are you having?
What?
A Cosmo. So she's having a Cosmo, but Bridget, as her side gig, is a bartender, and she's like, wow, they really do some unbelievable beverages here, and so you should check them out. And we were talking about how great the menu is today. This is stuff we talk about at the shop while we're printing, you know.
Well, printing gets a little monotonous, doesn't it?
It does get a little monotonous, but anyway.
Would you hire me?
No. Why would I hire you?
Because then it wouldn't be monotonous.
It would be really monotonous. Then it would be worse. By the way, we're both wearing our Eagle wear tonight because it is the start of the season coming up. Go Birds!
Go Birds!
But I also want, I'm actually kind of, you don't even know this, I'm like fully Phillied out tonight because I am wearing this Neisters t-shirt. So this is a shirt that I designed for my friends. We call ourselves the Neisters or Northeasters or Northeast. We all grew up in Northeast Philadelphia. It is a group of about 12 high school friends that we meet every Saturday morning at 8:30 on a Zoom call, and we've been doing this for 5 years. So my friend Brian started the group, Brian Young. He's a realtor there in Philadelphia. And we call it the Neisters, and it was during COVID so that we could be closer as friends. And we have continued this tradition for 5 years. So all of my friends are getting together in Ocean City, New Jersey in a couple of weeks when I'm not able to be there. So I did commemorative shirts for them. And on the back it says 5 years and counting. So anyway, just a shout out to the Neisters and my friends there.
You guys having it for breakfast at the Country Club Diner?
No, we have not. We just meet on Zoom and whatever, you all show up in baseball hats or whatever. It's as if we're sitting in high school again, at Archbishop Ryan High School for boys, the Ryan Raiders.
The Ryan Raiders.
Anyway, we'd like to thank Florham Park Dental Excellence. Paul here. Paul makes you smile for miles or something like that, right?
I make smiles you can see for miles.
Yeah, he does. He sure does. And he's got a beautiful facility there over in Florham Park, not far from the Jets facility over there. And then Minuteman Press in Clark with your printing and branding partners. So everything you see here on the set this evening was produced by Minuteman Press of Clark. Thank you, Bridget. Thank you, Seamus, for all you do. Seamus had a meeting in the city with a client today. He's hoity-toity.
Yeah, seriously.
So anyway, we'll just give you a little bit of quick, synopsis of what the show is going to be about. We're going to go into some Yo Paulie, where Paul will give out some advice to some of our
Quality advice.
people. We're going to do by a show of hands. So this is an audience participation game we have going on there that you can follow by the monitor. I am probably not saying his name right, but we're going to have Rob Riccobono. He just gives it a very Italian flair. Hey, there's Godfather 4 was just announced with Stallone and Leonardo DiCaprio. I don't know if that was for real. I saw it on Facebook, but
it's gotta be true.
It looked pretty real. So I don't know. They announced that coming up, so that should be interesting. Anyway, then we're going to have a philosophical discussion on fish. You probably never thought about that, but we are going to do that. It's going to be a lot of fun. And then, Barb, I think you handed out tickets this evening, right? So those tickets are for whoever we choose from the glass. You're an instant guest on the show for 5 minutes, and you get to talk about what you want to talk about. And then we'll just close out from there. So with that, we get a lot of requests for Paul to do advice because Paul gives out really good advice. He walks around the Roosevelt Mall in Philly, and he goes under underpasses and stuff, as Bridget pointed out in the last show. And he gives out advice, and he gets rolls of quarters so we can park in Westfield. So he's actually going to do free advice this evening.
Free.
So, we have this just voluminous request for advice from Paul. So
we get these all mailed from our central facility.
Yeah, it's
Bustle and Grant.
It's at Bustle and Grant, and it's an unbelievable facility. But anyway, Paul's going to go into the advice column now.
Yeah, we have two people sent in. We picked two. First one is Yo Paul. I'm headed to Philly for the first time. They've never tried a cheesesteak before. I know there are many great places, and since you're a cheesesteak expert, where should I go? Thanks. Looking for cheesesteak in all the wrong places. Well, Jim, you could vouch for a few, but
yeah, and the funny thing is that we talked about this exact topic a year ago. So it's a nice time to revisit this topic of what are the best cheesesteak places in Philly.
Well, I think I'll give my top 5 to looking for a cheesesteak. And in no order, no particular order.
Greg Mealy in the house! Hi, Greg.
In no particular order, Ishkabibbles,
Yes.
Jim's,
No.
John's Roast Pork.
No.
No.
I don't know it.
Oh, I think you don't like it.
No, I don't like it because I don't know it.
Oh.
We're just negative in Philly,
Steve's Princess Steaks.
Yes.
And out of respect to Jim,
Thank you.
Pat's.
Pat's. Yes. My favorite.
So those are 5, but they're all over. There's so many. There's Larry's, there's Mama's.
Larry's is good. The home of the belly fillers. Went to St. Joe's, so yeah, I had a lot of those.
Larry's is great. Larry's is in West Philly.
Yeah, it's actually very good, and I probably should mention Larry's. But Pat's is my favorite. But I gotta give it to you, Paulie, that Ishkabibbles.
Yeah, I got Jim and Ishkabibbles.
Yeah, I went there for the first time last fall, and it is tremendous. You should check it out. There's 2 locations on South Street in Philadelphia.
Well,
one is walk in and one is sit down, right?
Yeah, Ishkabibbles 2 is where you can sit down.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
2. Now, one of our favorite places, unfortunately, doesn't exist anymore, which is Giro's Pizza. Oh, God.
Giro's, there were 2 locations in Northeast Philly.
Yeah,
Giro's was awesome.
In fact, that's where Barb and I had our first date. We went to the GCC Northeast 4.
Do you remember what movie you saw?
Yeah, we did, and Barb still kills me for it today. We saw a movie with Dudley Moore called Unfaithfully Yours. Like, what a first movie to see, right? We were 18 years old. And then we went to Giro's and we had pizza there at Bustleton, like in Max Meyer area.
Yeah.
At, just below Bustleton below Cotton.
Yeah.
And that was the original Giro's, and then they opened up another one by Kelly's. You know Kelly's Fish Place?
Yeah.
You ever go there? No?
I never. Oh, yes. As a matter of fact,
yeah, on Welsh Avenue.
That's right.
Or Welsh Road. Welsh Road, sorry.
Okay.
Anyway, we digress, but I think I would have to give it to Paul. I think Ishkabibbles, a year later, I will have to say is the best. You know why? They really wrap the cheesesteak tight. It's like nothing's falling out of that thing. It's unbelievably good.
It's really good.
And Barb and I actually went there for breakfast one day to try it because Barb had never been there. So it was about 10:30 in the morning, and we had cheesesteak.
Like breakfast and
yeah, right. But I'm like, you got to try this, Barb. You just got to try it. We were in Philly, and we had to leave for another event. But anyway,
I got a T-shirt out of it for the recommendation.
Anyway, anybody else have any recommendations for cheesesteaks in Philly? Anything you guys like?
Stocksy's, but they're closed.
What? Oh, Roxy's?
No, Stocksy's.
Oh, Stocksy's. Yeah, Stocksy's is good.
Oh, Stocksy's is around 5 points.
Yeah. That's my wife, Barb, out there. I have eaten at Stocksy's. And Joseph's is good, too.
Joseph's, I forgot, I was there with a few of my friends from high school.
That's right.
Years ago.
Yeah.
Joseph's is good, but Stocksy's is right. You just hung out by the window. There was nowhere to sit except the benches. The benches. Yeah, Stocksy's was great.
Anyhow, next one.
Okay. The next one is Yo Paulie. I decided that after all these years, I really want to lose weight and get in shape. I've tried many different things over the years without any success. Need your advice. Asking me for advice for that.
What's his name?
Fatty Boy.
Is that Mr. Fatty Boy?
I don't know. It could be Dr. Fatty Boy. I don't know.
Isn't that ironic that Rob's on the show today?
Where's Rob?
He's back there. Right there. Rob Riccobono.
Okay, Rob. So, first of all, this guy doesn't tell me, does he live on pizza and cheesesteaks and all kinds of fatty stuff? Because that really, you can't, doesn't matter how, am I right? Doesn't matter how much you work out. If you eat all that crap, it's not going to work.
You should only have half a cheesesteak.
Half a cheesesteak. Is that like half a sandwich? Like
half a sandwich, yes.
You can't have half a cheesesteak.
Yeah, it's kind of hard. Well, if you're having a really big one, then you can.
So, is Rob next after this?
No, we have by a show of hands and then we have Rob. Yeah.
But I don't know, I guess, it's a simple question. It's have a good diet and nutrition, have good nutrition and work out. I mean, is that?
And don't go to any of the places Paul
Don't go to
recommended for
any
cheesesteaks.
places I just recommended.
Yeah, don't go to any of those places and then you'll be okay. You know what I mean?
This guy's probably coming home with 3 pies and he lives by himself.
Anyway, that is our Yo Paulie. We're just going to take a break for 1 second and we will be right back. Okay, so we're going to go into our next segment here, and this is a audience participation, so that's you, the audience.
And my sister Deb's back there. She was so excited to participate.
Hi, Deb. How are you? I don't know. There you are. Hi. How are you? I don't think that.
My sister Deb and my cousin Robin are.
Hi, cousin Robin.
Just came in from Columbus, Ohio.
Columbus, Ohio, and boy, are their arms tired.
Boy, are arms tired.
Yeah. Anyway, we're going to do by a show of hands, so we're just going to ask you to show some hands on the, here's a deck if you want to follow along, because I know sometimes you have a hard time seeing. Okay, so we're just going to ask some questions to the audience. The last 2 times we've asked you like this or this, like do you call it tail or ham, or do you call it pork roll, and people voted on things like that. we're going to ask more random type questions and questions that might be a little bit more controversial. So,
As controversial as we get.
so who here has ever said, let's not give each other gifts and still bought each other something anyway? Have you done this? I mean, Barb and I are definitely guilty of this, as the majority of the room is guilty of doing this. We do this a lot. Oh yeah, let's not do it. And then all of a sudden I'm feeling guilty and Barb's feeling guilty and we wind up getting gifts for each other anyway. So.
One time I listened to Audrey and I actually didn't get her anything.
Oh boy, how did that turn out?
It was a long time ago.
We'll keep that a secret between us, Paulie. Anyway, we'll go on to the next one. Who's ever paid for streaming services but still watches the same shows on repeat? Absolutely. I am definitely guilty of this.
Well, I heard that Dallas Cowboys fans watch playoff games on repeat.
Well, they watch it on VCR.
On VCR, that's right.
They watch it on their VCR from the 90s, I think. Okay, so not a lot of people do this. Okay, that's really good to know. Probably with all the new streaming services and all, people aren't doing that anymore. So hats off to the audience on that one. Have you ever thrown out your back doing something completely unheroic, like sneezing? I'm sure this has absolutely happened.
I pulled my stomach muscles doing it.
I was carrying a briefcase when I was first working, and I twisted my arm, and it twisted some muscle in my chest that I went to the doctor over it. Over a briefcase. Did
you make up a story how it happened? You actually got through.
The other thing that I did, which was really nuts, was I was fly fishing in Philadelphia one day, and I just tripped over a rock in the stream, and it gave me so much water on my knee I had to have it removed.
I thought you were saying you were fly fishing and you caught a tire.
It really wasn't very, it wasn't very heroic what I was doing.
You fly fish in Schuylkill?
Yeah, no, I don't fly fish in the Schuylkill. I'm afraid I'll catch a dead body in there.
Yeah, you may.
Yeah. Do you guys know what the Schuylkill is? The Schuylkill River in Philadelphia. You don't want to. It's like the East River here. It is not good. Anyway, next one is, who has a junk drawer so full it now qualifies as a public safety hazard? This is absolutely my guilty pleasure. I stuff everything into drawers. A funny story about stuffing things into drawers. I don't know if you guys ever heard this with Billy Joel. So Billy Joel, for the first time, was going to meet Paul McCartney. So they were going to have a conversation at his home out in the Hamptons. So Billy Joel's really excited because they're going to talk about music and writing together and all that. And Billy Joel, like a couple hours beforehand, realizes Paul McCartney is a major vegetarian and doesn't eat meat. So he's like freaked out because he eats a lot of meat. So he took all the meat in his refrigerator and stuffed them in drawers around his house so that Paul McCartney wouldn't see them, right? So they had a really great conversation and all. And then a couple days later, he said there was this awful stench in his house. All of the meat he had put in the drawers was rotting.
That's kind of stupid, though.
He told this story on Howard Stern one day. I was dying. Just so funny. I mean, Billy Joel's really down to earth. I was really surprised at how just down to earth.
Yeah, we started watching the HBO documentary on him. We just started, we're about an hour into it. It's really interesting.
Anyway, we'll move on to the next one. And this is absolutely me, who has walked into Costco for paper towels and left with a kayak, air fryer, and regret? Absolutely.
I got a fan.
So Lori, tell us what was your worst?
A new pair of sheets. I left with all this fruit, and then I'm on the way home. I'm like, wow, I really think we could use this storage basket.
Oh no! So you had a fan, you had sheets, you had fruit, and you had a storage. And what?
And like a basket for your laundry.
And a basket for your laundry. It's to the point of I had to quit Costco.
You know what?
I actually just walked out of Costco one day and left everything on the belt. I'm like, I am not rejoining buy, and I left. And that's it. I never went back because I'm like, I can replicate everything on Amazon.
You know what's very similar to that is Home Depot.
Yeah, Home Depot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you go in there for a screwdriver, you end up coming out with a sander.
Bridget loves like trash bags at the shop, so I buy her a lot of trash bags there. And then I walk out with cutting knives and all kinds of weird stuff. Stuff for the grill, you know. I'm actually going in to get trash. I'm really only kidding. We always need trash bags at the shop. and that's what we
We
get.
have a lot of paper there.
Yeah, we sure do. We sure do. And who has ever muttered, kids these days, and immediately felt 97 years old? Back in my day. Absolutely.
My
I'm
kids
like,
can
oh.
test that, right, Robert?
What's that?
They just make fun of me being old.
Oh, well, you are, aren't you?
Not really.
No, you're not old. I'm only kidding. And that's supposed to be a replica of Johnny Knoxville as Bad Grandpa, by the way. That was what I replicated that on. So anyway. And who has put something in the fridge with the full knowledge it will rot untouched? Oh my God, we have so many. In fact, Barb last night literally threw out 3 trash bags of stuff from our refrigerator.
Yeah.
We have so many science projects going on in there. Like if Harvard would just come by and test it, it would be unbelievable, you know. But I'm sure we've all done that, you know. And sometimes I stick it in the refrigerator because I don't feel like cleaning the dish. I do that too.
Well, do you?
Oh yeah, I'm going to say I did that the other night with my dinner.
Well, here's
From my steak dinner from Wonder. I'm like, oh yeah, put this in here because I don't feel like cleaning the dish.
Well, here's one for you. Do you buy fruit and wash it right away?
What's that?
When you go to the market, when you buy fruit, do you wash it right away?
No, do you?
No.
I didn't even think about that. Well, Barb usually buys the fruit, so I'm not sure. And then, who has ever RSVP'd guests to a party and then spent the entire day hoping it gets canceled? Absolutely. I'm like, oh my God. Oy. What the? Yeah, Paul invited me to something and I was like, oh my God, do I really have to go? I'm only kidding, I never did that. That was a joke. Who remembers when their phone was just a phone and not, you know, the kind, and kind of misses it, right? This is what it used to look like.
Well, here, I'm gonna take this one step further. How many people, when you had that rotary phone, still remember your home phone number?
Oh, I do. OR62518.
That was a DA40972, right?
No, sorry, 6762518, yes.
DA40972, Davenport 4.
Ours was Orchard 6. Was it Davenport 4?
Yeah.
Yeah, we were Orchard 6, that's OR62518.
And then when we moved up to the Northeast Philly, we were PI22331. That was PI for Pilgrim.
And that sounds like call the number for the plumber. PI42200. Remember that commercial?
Yeah, I do.
Okay. Who has ever Googled an acronym and have no idea what it stands for, like IDK? I didn't know that a lot, what IDK meant. But that means I don't know, by the way. A lot of people say talk in acronyms, and I'm like, what the heck are they talking about? But I am definitely guilty of this.
You know, I saw one that was, what was it? NGL. And it took me forever.
No Girl League?
Not gonna lie.
Oh, not gonna lie. No Girl League.
No girl. What's the L stand for?
No, I said no Girl League.
Oh, there's a girl league.
Oh my God, no. I said league.
Okay.
League. I made that up. Anyway, that was by a show of hands. Thank you guys for participating. We're going to be 1 second as we bring up Rob Riccobono. That would be a great restaurant name. We'll be right back. And we are back. Okay, so we have Rob Riccobono. Yeah. It almost like could be like Bela Lugosi. Anyway, I don't know if you've ever been told that.
I have not.
No, you could be.
Ed Wood, 1994.
Ed Wood, yes,
There you
absolutely. Good reference. I can't see his face.
Oh, Paul's face is so wonderful.
I
That's
don't know if I really want to see Paul's face.
I'm handsome.
I agree with
You
you.
are handsome.
I am handsome.
You are the eye candy of the group.
I am the eye candy.
He's our eye candy.
I read that on Reddit, actually.
Yeah, good that you picked up on the Ed Wood. I'm very impressed by that. Barb, did you pick up those two things?
On the side.
Can you bring them over here, please? Thank you. Anywho, anyway, we're here with Rob Riccobono. He's the owner of Game Changer Fitness in Madison, New Jersey. He's also the president of the B&I chapter as well, that Barb, my wife, is a part of.
El Presidente.
And he's also the regional manager of several other Game Changer locations in New Jersey. Known for his high energy coaching, and I can attest to that, he's definitely high energy, and results-driven programs. Rob helps clients of all levels building strength, confidence, and consistency. His caring approach and strong community vibe have made Game Changer a go-to spot for serious fitness with real support. Ladies and gentlemen, Rob Riccobono.
I appreciate it, gentlemen. I'm a long-time listener, first-time caller. I appreciate it. And I'm told this is live stream, so hello, sweetheart. Hi, Gabrielle.
Yeah.
Hi, Matthew. Hi, Sarah.
This is going out to every part of the world except for Guam. That's it.
Okay.
Yeah, everywhere else they got it.
Is it chewing Guam?
Chewing Guam, yes. You probably need to get on the mic a little more.
That was chewing Guam.
Chewing Guam. So, I'll start with the first question, and Paul's gonna ask the second question. So, what inspired the start of Game Changer, and how did it all begin?
So we started Game Changer. We were just training athletes, middle school and high schoolers, and they mostly played baseball. Then when baseball season came around, we thought, oh, they're all gone. Who are we going to train? And so we started training their parents, and that was really,
interesting.
Yeah. So that was really our niche, and that really took off. And we started training people. Really 40 plus is our niche, and that's our main person that we serve today.
Hey, Paul, we're in that niche, actually.
Yeah, on that note.
Yeah,
It's a wonderful niche to be in.
yeah, we're definitely in that niche. We're way over that niche. Yeah.
40 plus can be anything.
Yeah, I'm like 40 plus 20.
So they're
I'm way in that category. Anyway, it's interesting you say that because I work for Supercuts, and that's basically how a Supercuts franchise would start.
As a gym?
No, not as a gym. No, it started with the children. So the moms would bring the kids in as a test. If the mom liked it, then she would try it. And then if the mom liked it, she told the husband, and then the husband would try it. And then that's ultimately what became our audience in a Supercuts location, which is about 80% men, just so everybody knows. Yes, I worked in marketing for Supercuts for 5 years, and no, I don't cut hair. Trust me. I leave that to my niece Caitlin and Bridget's sister over there. So, go ahead, Paulie. Number two. Well, I think you're a number two. Ask number two.
What sets Game Changer apart from other gyms in New Jersey? Because I know there are so many gyms.
You're right, and just like there are so many dentists, and you're the dentist of choice, something
Absolutely.
separates you.
He's a dentist of the stars.
Dentists of the stars.
Yeah.
Something separates us. So we start people where they are, no matter what fitness level they're at, and we're with people every step of the way. We tell them what to do; they just kind of leave their brain, at the door. And then when you come to us, you feel like you're home. Everybody knows your name, just like they know your name here. Just like this is your cheers.
Our cheers.
Game Changer is cheers for
Very
our
good.
members.
Wow, you really do watch
I know that was a deep cut. Like
That was
I said,
a deep cut.
long time.
You are
listener.
long time.
Yeah, I know you didn't believe me. This Guinness is an ode to your
Okay.
St. Patrick's Day episode.
Oh, thank you. Which actually went viral, basically. We had 1,400 views of that show.
And that was only.
And that was probably all Rob.
I say that was probably just our families.
Did you notice the 1,200 views last night that popped up out of nowhere?
Yeah, I was like, wow, that's really cool. That's Rob.
Rob sits there.
Rob was doing his research last night, I guess.
Talk about having a streaming service and only watching
Yeah.
one show.
But what Rob's saying is true. Like, so we were talking the night before the show. Rob and I have known each other for about 7 years in the chamber. When we opened up our shop here in Westfield, Rob would come in and pick up jobs from the shop, so we got to know each other. So I've known Rob a long time. We also have done events over at in the Springfield Game Changer for the Greater Westfield Area Chamber of Commerce. Where's Faith? Hi, Faith. Faith's in the house in the chamber. Thank you. Faith was on the show as well, and she was one of our favorite guests, even though she was nervous. And Lori, too, was on the show as well. Wow,
Faith was
Did you not?
Faith was shaking when she came up.
Well, that's because she was nervous about you, that you were going to bite her hand.
As a long-time listener, Faith, you did great.
Yeah. But Rob, did you know you were among such celebrity folks here?
I'm getting a little nervous.
Meredith Menino, hi Meredith. Hi people. Hi Gary. Gary, my good friend back there, Yankee fan, fellow Yankee fan. Anyway, what was I talking about? Oh, we have various events over at Game Changer, and we actually just had one recently at the Springfield location as well. And just amazing. They really are, it's like a family. It's a really nice atmosphere over there. They do a really nice job, and you should really check them out. Now, Rob would like to meet you over in the Madison location, I think, but I think he's okay with any of the locations. Right?
Where in Madison are you?
We're on Main Street across from Stop and Shop and Gary's. I didn't come up with this, but people call it the Madison trifecta. You work out with us, then you go next door to get your nails done, then you go across the street to Gary's to get your wine. So I didn't come up with it, but that's what the people are saying. It's on the Reddit forums, right under the Random S podcast Reddit.
You're also near Italian Kitchen, the pizza place.
Yep, got a lot of pizza places around there.
And I would probably skip the nail part, but I would go to the wine store for sure. I've been in that wine store. That's that really nice, high-end wine store, right? With all the meats and cheeses and charcuterie stuff. Charcuterie, just like they have here. They have a really good charcuterie here at 16.
Can you spell that?
Charcuterie, I think. I don't know. I have no idea. I'm not really good at spelling. I asked Seamus on that.
Is it your turn to answer?
It's your turn to question.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Now that you got the big lights on him, ask him a real tough one.
What's one big misconception people have about fitness or getting in shape?
I would say people think they have to work out and get in shape before going to the gym, and that's completely the opposite. Especially a place like ours, we start your level. So you can start from zero, and we're going to make a workout that's challenging for you, but that's doable. Just like if you've never maybe done a podcast before, and then you start it, and it takes off.
Right.
Same thing, just got to get started.
Yeah, no, I mean it's true. Yeah, you just gotta make that chance. You gotta take that chance, right? Absolutely. What's the biggest challenge that you have running multiple locations, and so how do you handle that? As an operator.
The toughest part is definitely finding the right people.
Yeah, people. That's always. Mm-hmm. That seems to be the biggest, concern today with probably most businesses.
You're smart. You just keep them in the family.
That's right. I do. Right.
They're all people you know and very trust in life.
If you're not a Mooney family member, you cannot work it.
If my application was denied, what was that about?
Well, you're on. You're Italian.
No, that's true. That's true. I'm surprised you got a lot of weight in the show with these ethnicity jokes, but I approve of them.
I'm only kidding. I'm actually in the Italian club here in Westfield, believe it or not. And I belong to the Deutsche Club over in Clark. And I'm part of the Irish Business Association.
Do you belong to a temple?
Yeah, I think I do. Yeah, actually I do. No. I'm only kidding you, Rob. I'm only kidding. So, what advice would you give someone who's nervous to start their fitness journey? Because it certainly is, it takes some doing, right?
Yeah, I would say just do something that's doable, right? Whether it's just working out once a week, twice a week, a half hour at a time, something that you can sustain and something that's going to be fun and enjoyable for you.
Okay. Anybody have any questions in the audience you want to ask Rob? Anybody have something they want to say? Hello?
No softballs.
No softball questions. He's okay. He's the president of the BNI chapter.
What's his favorite TV show?
What's his favorite TV show?
That would, of course, be Seinfeld. As a matter of fact, when I had my pick of the litter of Westfield lots today, I made sure to park in lot number 7, just like George wanted to name his child. So I certainly won't forget, and I certainly won't get lost going back to it.
Would you name your child Soda or 7?
Soda is a beautiful name for a boy or a girl.
Yeah.
I even considered Mug as another option. But the wife didn't appreciate that one.
No. Would you name your baby 7 like Mickey Mantle?
I am a Mets fan, but just in honor of.
I found that out right before the show. That's why your application was denied.
My name is George. I'm short, bald, and I live with my parents.
Okay, the truth comes out. We denied your application because you're a Met fan.
Totally understandable.
I'm only kidding. Although I am a Yankee fan. I think you know that. And I got friends back there. Lori's got a
So
question.
don't you
Yes,
also
Lori.
feel like we have to incorporate diet too, right? Do you do that in your workout?
Absolutely, and we'll give you advice that is manageable and doable. Just like, let's say, Paul, he was going through his favorite cheesesteak hunt for breakfast, for lunch, for dinner. We'll start with ham and cheesesteak, then maybe we go just breakfast, just lunch. But in all seriousness, that was a serious comment. We'll give you nutrition advice that you can stick with and gradual changes.
Ah, I like that. That's a good approach.
I agree.
Yeah, way to go. Well, you've been a wonderful guest, and thank
Thanks,
you
Rob.
for being on
Appreciate
our show. And you get a lovely
Wow.
parting gift. Yes, you get a Random S candle.
Beautiful. And I appreciate it, sweetheart. I love you. Before I go, can you read this text, Paul, that I got from my wife? What does this one say right there? That one right there.
Oh,
Can you read that, please?
yes. Gabriella did a big poop on the potty all by herself.
Sweetheart, I'm so proud of you. Daddy's bringing you home to help soon. Thank you, gentlemen.
You know, when I get older, I'm
Way
going to
to
send her
poop.
a text the same thing.
That's great. Thanks, Rob. Thanks for being on the show. Appreciate it. Yay! Rob Riccobono. Thanks, Rob. You're a good sport. You're a good sport. We'll be right back in 1 second. Anyway, thanks, Rob, for being the guest tonight. You were awesome. Good sport. Yes. Now we're going to move into what I like to call on-the-fly fishing. Yes, I am a fly fisherman, and yes, I did think about this while I was fly fishing in upstate New York, and I did catch a couple of trout. Anywho,
Did you catch Mike?
this is a segment I like to call.
Did you get that? Did you wait? You ignored me.
What?
You said I see you caught a trout. I said you catch
Oh,
Mike.
my trout. Wow. Right over my head, Paulie. Hey, Paulie, I got you. So this is a segment of on the fly fishing we like to call hook, line, and thinker. You didn't think you guys were just going to be here tonight, just like being audience members. We're going to get you thinking tonight. You know, because like when Barb and I went to St. Joe's, we were required to take 3 philosophy courses as part of our majors, even though I was a business major. Some of my favorite courses were those. So we're gonna do a little bit of philosophical conversation around fish. So, Paulie,
Yes.
is a fish aware it's in water? What do you guys think? Is a fish aware of that?
I don't know. I think a fish is more aware of its out of water.
I would say so, because it's probably going to be flopping around on the ground. Have you guys ever pondered this? That fish, are they aware of this? Have you ever thought about it? Yeah. Bridget has. Bridget has when she read the deck, right?
Well, it's like, is water wet?
Is water wet? That's correct. So, just something to think about when you're driving around.
Did you know I had powdered water and I didn't know what to add?
What?
Never mind.
What does that mean? Add water, right?
Stephen Wright.
It's like I have seashells collection scattered all over the beaches of the world.
Exactly.
Do fish dream of dry land? Probably not, right?
Well, do fish dream at all?
Do they dream? I don't know. What do you think? Do you guys think fish dream? Oh, okay.
These aren't really deep philosophical questions.
If a worm is fake but it still gets eaten, is it a lie or a strategy? Now that's a good one.
Strategy.
It's a strategy, right? Because it got eaten, right? Yeah, making you think a little here. Can something that swims in circles still make progress? It's kind of like Congress. Congress swims in circles and it seems to do something, I guess. I don't know. Make us pay for everything. If a big fish eats a little fish, is that justice or lunch? I'm not sure on that. What do you think, Paul?
If the big fish eats a little fish,
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think it's lunch.
I think it's lunch.
Do fish ever wonder who's on the other end of the line? Do they think about me? I don't know. I don't think they do.
You know, all these questions, you're assuming fish have like big brains.
Well, they might. We don't know. I mean, we really don't know. And
Anyone that would bite into a hook
Well, you know.
Not too bright.
No, they're pretty smart. I'll tell you, trout are pretty elusive. And if they had podcasts, would they talk about us? You know, I would hope so. They might be having a podcast right now about us, the fish. So anyway, that was Hook, Line, and Thinker, and that was a stinker. On the fly fishing. Okay, we're gonna do the next. It's gonna be the random guess. We will be. Where's the thingy? We'll go right into random guess. So Barb handed out our lovely assistant over there. Handed out the
Hold on, wait. Because it was at the
tickets.
top. Hold on a second.
And so whoever we choose in here will come up here. We have a third chair. Yes. All right. The real McCoy. We got the real McCoy on the show. We got the real McCoy, not the fake one.
Like your favorite.
How you feeling?
Welcome.
Thank you.
So let's do a formal introduction. State your name and your purpose here, please.
I'm not sure about my purpose here, but my name's Mike McCoy.
Mike McCoy, and are you the real McCoy?
I've been asked that since first grade. I've been
I'm
asked
sure
that.
you have. You're probably sick of hearing that.
A little bit.
What's that? Oh yeah, we need a little bit more on the mic and a little louder talk. Yeah. Don't be shy. It's all right.
all right.
Paul doesn't bite. I swear. Here, we want to get that lovely voice.
We're good. Here we go.
Yeah.
Testing.
So the folks out there can hear you in television land. So, tell us what you do.
I own a company called Real McCoy Plumbing out of Morristown, New Jersey.
So he has Real McCoy Plumbing out of Morristown. You're gonna have to talk a little higher for the crowd. Sorry.
Higher like this?
What's that? No. Yeah, higher like
I own a plumbing company in Morristown called Real McCoy Plumbing.
Oh, that's cool. And
Yes, sir.
and what areas do you service?
Morristown, Chatham, Madison, East Hanover, the whole
Florham Park?
Florham Park. Oh yeah.
Yeah, Paul always has poop problems. So could you come over and help
I
him?
can tell.
And it doesn't seem as if Rob's kid does either.
A lot of fiber in that house, Rob. Paul.
I don't know, but Rob just told me we got a text from his wife that his daughter made a poop today.
I heard that right before my food's coming out. I heard that.
And it was a big one, she said.
Oh, it was a big
Nice.
one. Wow.
Solid. I can fix that too.
Oh my God.
Anyway.
Yeah, anyway. So, I belong to you can come in fact, if you want, you can come to my networking group out in Morristown. I didn't realize you were based in Morristown.
We are.
I belong to a group called Beers and Referrals.
Okay.
How much better could that be? And we don't have a plumber in the group.
All right.
Yeah, it's only $1 million to join, but you know.
That's a bargain.
Yeah, that's a bargain, especially to hang out with me. Right?
Exactly. So I was just thinking.
No, it's actually a free group, and we meet on the first and third Wednesday of the month at the Hops Brewery. Or
Is that a cheap plug right now, or are you?
no, I'm actually saying come check it out. Yeah, it is a cheap plug actually. Yeah, for my friend Greg Markowitz, who's been here before. He runs the group. So what do you like to do?
I love water conditioning. We have very, very hard water in Florham Park, as you probably know that already. Morris County has very hard water, so we love softening the water in Morris County. And
Do you
water
do like
heaters, we love water heaters.
those salt things that go into the water hardener things? Does that still occur today?
The salt pellets.
Salt pellets,
We
yeah.
deliver salt.
You do. So when Barb and I lived in San Francisco, we lived out in the East Bay, and it was extremely hard water where we were.
Really?
So we had like this giant, 55-gallon
Yeah.
drum in the garage that we would constantly have to fill with pellets.
Yeah.
So you do that? Does that still occur today?
Oh,
I
yeah.
guess because we left San Francisco in 2004.
No,
so
we're still doing it. We still load up salt.
Okay.
Once or twice a week, we deliver salt.
okay. So it's like salt in the winter for the roads and salt in everything for your homes, right? It's
Salt
like
everywhere.
Salt everywhere. And then,
Salt on your drinks.
so yeah, especially if you
In
like
margaritas.
There
margaritas.
you go. There you go.
Can you use that salt for the salt on the drinks?
If you're a little sick in the head. I'm
Yeah,
sure.
yeah, probably. And then what do you like to do for fun?
For fun, Wow. That's a loaded
I
question.
didn't think that was a tough question. You could just say I like to
Well,
watch
my
TV.
girlfriend's in a band.
Oh, cool.
Primrose Path.
Yeah, give her a cheap plug.
Primrose Path. They're playing in Whippany this tomorrow, actually.
Yeah, Barb was telling me about it last night.
So
Yeah.
I'd like to see them.
And that's at the place that used to be the post office,
Across the
right?
street from Billy's Red Room. Remember
Yeah.
Billy's Red Room?
No, I don't know Billy's Red Room,
Oh.
but is that the restaurant that's there now? That's the Italian
It was
place?
no, it was a burn. It was next door. It was a red house that was burned down years ago.
But the
It was a
building
great
she's
bar.
playing in isn't at a post
the old
office?
post office,
That's what I
yes.
thought.
Yeah.
That's kind of cool.
Yep.
I've been there before for a different network.
What
Just-
kind of
Twin Door Tavern, I think it's called.
The Twin Door Cat Tavern? I think that was it,
It was
right?
Twin Door, yeah.
Yeah.
what kind of music do they play?
Whatever they want, gosh.
It's classic rock. Classic rock.
Does she play an instrument or sing, or what does she do?
He's the lead singer.
Oh, of course.
Oh, that's cool.
So,
Like, what kind of songs does she sing?
man.
We're really putting you on the spot here.
Really?
Does she sing like Whole Lot of Love or something?
Valerie.
Valerie.
Valerie's probably the favorite.
Valerie.
Every band does every
By
Amy Winehouse.
Amy Winehouse.
Oh, that
Yeah,
one.
we do that.
Oh, I think you meant the other
We
one.
do that song as well.
I think you meant by Stevie Winwood.
No.
Another good song.
Valerie.
Is that Traffic or Stevie? That was Stevie.
That was Steve Winwood on his
Winwood.
own, I think. Yeah, it wasn't Traffic. Traffic's good though too. Yeah.
Traffic's a good band.
Just the low spark of High Heel Boy.
That's right.
Yeah, I know. Actually, my favorite song by Traffic is "I Can't Find My Way Home."
Good song.
And you know what movie that was in, Barb? What movie was that in?
Fandango.
Fandango. Yes, that's the answer to all my questions around the house.
So where else
Fandango.
Where else do they play?
They were playing at what's that biker bar on 46 back then? Forgot the name of the bar.
Is
Anyways,
it- Go ahead, sorry. I don't know. I don't know the biker bar. We did live here. We used to live in Pequannock, so we did live off
And they
46.
basically play in Morris County.
No, yeah, Upper Morris County, Kinnelon area,
Okay.
Butler, a lot of places up that area.
Does anybody have any questions for
Any
him?
questions?
Mike
Is
likes
this over with?
rock and roll trivia, we found out.
Oh, Mike likes trivia. Rock trivia, like on the notepads. Wow, Barb's number one. Wow, that's amazing.
Barbie, you were doing your homework.
Well, I think she knows Mike from her BNI.
Yes,
too.
yes.
They know each other pretty well. Actually, all the BNI folks here from the Summit of Success are here tonight.
Been in that shop for 6 years. It's
And
amazing.
Ed Orr over there is in my BNI, the Playmakers. Hi, Ed. And the Deutsche Club. Anyway, we'll let you off the hook.
All right,
But,
awesome.
Bart, we have to get Barb over here we have to give you a lovely
Thank you,
parting
Paul.
prize because you've been, no, not yet. We're going to give you a parting prize. You have to show your candle. Yes, you got a lovely random-ass candle to cover up all those poop smells.
I know you love that.
Okay, we're just going to take a break for 1 second. We will be right back. Okay, thank you, Mike McCoy, Woo-hoo. Plumber extraordinaire.
Oh yeah, we haven't heard that in a while.
Yeah, pee-wee bomb. Anyway, we are going to wrap the show up now. Yay! Oh, thank God! We'd like to thank Rob Riccobono from Game Changer there in Madison and all over the place. They have like a bunch of locations and they're a lot of fun. Again, we'd like to thank 16 Prospects for hosting us this evening. Tim and Chris Boyle. Barb and I have been friends with Tim and Chris Boyle for a long time.
Many years.
And Paul too. Sorry, I didn't mean not to include you.
No, that's okay.
I don't include you, and I'm really sorry.
I'll get over it.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, as you guys are finding out, great beverages and food here at 16 Prospect. Particularly love the charcuterie board that they have, the cheese board,
And you're a pizza burger.
Pizza burger's amazing, and they do it with an English muffin. and some pepperoni on it as well. Rob, you might like that actually. I know you're, a gym rat, but you might like it.
Big pepperoni.
But you're a big pepperoni guy, I'm sure, with a name like Riccobono. We could have you and Ed Wood. What? Bella Lugosi. What? Sidekick? You know the scene I'm talking about.
You're losing.
Anyway, let's talk about Florham Park Dental Excellence with Paul Banks. Paul's sounds like a cowboy. Paul Banks. Are you a cowboy? No, you're an eagle. Sorry.
I'm a cowboy and a steel horse I ride.
Yeah, you do. But you can reach them at florhamparkdental.com for more information. That's florhamparkdental.com. And Paul does beautiful, beautiful work on your teeth.
Lovely.
And he posted on Facebook the other day, which I thought was pretty funny. If you don't floss your teeth, it's like when it'll be like wiping your cheeks and not the crack.
You don't floss your teeth.
If you don't floss your teeth, it's like that down, when you're doing that thing we talked about earlier. Anyway, I am losing it. And then there's Minuteman Preston Clark with me, Jim Mooney, my son Seamus, Bridget Hanlon over here. We are your branding and printing partners and everything you see this evening. The set, the hat,
Everything.
Paul's glasses. No, we produce all the printing for the show. So you can visit us at nj213.minuteman.com. That's nj213.minuteman.com. And to our fantastic Random S team, producer Ange Mooney, production and editing over here, Bridget Hamlin in the house. Executive producer, Seamus Mooney. So it's not just Paul and I, we're the faces of this. We have a team behind us, and we estimate we do about 20 hours a show on the show, believe it or not, through the writing and the editing and the producing.
And the bad jokes.
And the bad jokes, and having to listen to Paul for 4 hours.
That's tough.
On conference calls.
That is tough.
That is really tough. He's a really bad Zoom call guy. We sit there for hours just talking. Anyway, you can catch us on YouTube and Spotify. And for Paul and I, where we say, hey, randommies, always stay random-esque. It was very random meeting you, and now you're part of our lives, the Random family. Thank you guys. Thank you, B&I, Summit of Success, for being here tonight. We really appreciate the support, and thanks again to Rob and Mike McCoy as well. Thank you.
Have a topic you would like the Randomesque podcast to discuss randomly? Please email us at randomesque@gmail.com. That's RANDUMBESQUE@gmail.com. This has been the Randomesque podcast, produced by Moonrock LLC. And remember, always stay Randomesque.